Hey guys, I'm Cole here to watching the next episode of The Flash. Last time, it was, don't get me wrong, it's not like the best episode I've ever watched in my life, but it's probably my favourite episode of the season, because it was actually an okay episode, I'd say. So I'm hoping this one's just a little bit better than the last one, and then we just keep getting better and better until The Flash is back to good stuff. I'm hoping we start the Godspeed arc this episode. I thought we were just going to dive straight into it after the whole Speed Forces arc, but that's not what they've done. I got taken in an episode for Cisco's goodbye. And then, yeah, I don't know, do you want to give Cecile an episode, I'm guessing? So hopefully now, we're getting started now on this episode. It's going to be a great episode. I'm very hopeful, so I'm just going to get started now. Oh, this woman. Oh, she's back. 12 hours early. Oh, this is going to be an longer episode, isn't it?
I'm zooping Iris away for a little vacation.
Oh, no.
Chester's idea.
No.
Can't forget.
Yeah. You have to show, I remember. So Barry and Iris are going on vacation for the episode.
As much as I'd like to.
I'm going to miss them both.
Well, I mean, Iris
I do like the
we're
awkwardness
kind
between
of
Barry and
together.
Chester now. Oh god, this is going to be boring. I can already tell.
Telling me that Kramer knew about the ambush and maybe she even helped plan it?
I don't know. They never got
That's-
Dahmer, and this
that's a
evidence
big
seems
reach.
bad, but my gut says that
That is a big
something
reach.
still does. I've watched her.
Like, I don't like Kramer, but it's a big reach to assume she was part of that.
Got your text. What's up?
So, you know that message I got
This is going to be a very short reaction, most likely.
Tip line. First here in Metropolis, then in Opal City. I think
Like,
the
she'd
next
have got rid of
assassination
anything in
is
Metropolis. Superman would have stopped her.
You to fail on your missions all on your own.
Man, do you remember how good
Except
the
for that one
storylines with Fawn and Zoom were?
That was hilarious.
Oh, that episode where Zoom broke Barry's back, oh, that was so good.
This is Team Flash.
Oh god, no, please, no.
Well, that's reassuring.
Oh
I
god.
don't suppose you've learned how to
No.
get someone's face off with your powers yet? You want to save her?
Yeah, you know, like Barry does with the bad guys. I mean,
Yeah, we
not
know.
save her, but
We know.
redeem her, I guess.
Yeah, let's do it again.
I don't.
Do you guys think the Godspeed storyline's going to be good? I've got hope for it. I think it could be pretty cool to have another proper Speed's the villain again. And the actor looks cool for it, the suit looks cool. I'm doing Bart, so I'm hoping that could be a cool storyline.
Pero tú fuiste el cuchillo.
Oh no, that's so terrible. It really was a mistake watching Superman and Lois first. Is that the Mist? That's the Mist. Back in season 1. What was his name? Was it Anthony Corrigan?
We need to talk.
Is that what his name was?
Interim.
How is she captain?
Get out.
Like,
Excuse me?
she was here as a special agent.
Take me down. Do you dig up
How,
some crap you can
how,
twist for your
how,
personal
how did
vendetta?
she end up captain?
Enough.
Oh, shut up, Kramer. Please stop talking. I can't listen to you right to you now.
And I will arrest you myself
What?
for your own good. Move on west. Find a new hobby.
What?
And get the hell
Oh,
out of
shut
my
up.
office.
Shut up. You got arrested? What for? Man, this show.
Hey, stop breathing.
Damn, I'm jealous of Chuck. He's unconscious. I wish I could have been unconscious right now.
So she really did have something to do with getting her own troops killed. My God.
If this is true.
Again, not
I have to go
necessarily.
Straight to the.
That's not on you.
I put my badge down. Kramer picked it up. It's all on me.
No, it's not your fault, Joe. You couldn't have known that somehow
She wants to meet us.
Kramer, who's there as a special agent, would somehow end up captain after CCCPD. I think it's in way too many C's there.
Why is your family good enough to save, but mine isn't?
Because I didn't save them.
This is so bad. This is generally just bad, isn't it?
By the time I got my
Like,
parents out of black hole,
all the
it
other
was
episodes I
way
watched,
too
I tried
late.
to say some positive thing about it,
The people
so it wasn't
that
just 100%
raised me
hate, but
were gone.
this is just bad. Okay, so Esperanza is just completely evil, and there's a murderer, like we already knew. She's just an evil murderer. Okay. Well, if they do redemption for her this episode, I'm going to be furious because she's just a murderer. Oh, she did like the Dark Knight thing with the wire. If she says love powers her, I'm going to just check out mentally. That's a pretty cool effect, to be fair.
And Dr. Olson's in jail now, too.
Okay, and now we're going to send Ultraviolet to jail, right?
Isn't who you are, Esperanza.
Okay, but then she was going to kill all of you just so she could get her old voice back.
Cure you. Permanently.
Cure her of what? Like, is that mask she's wearing surgically attached to her face or something? Or, like, is it just that she's got a voice that doesn't sound completely normal?
After how I behaved,
Now another Kramer scene, let's go!
help me catch him.
Oh, please no, I don't want to start another storyline that has nothing to do with Barry and it's got to do with Kramer, who is a character I don't like. I like Joe, but I don't want a Kramer storyline, please, no. No. I'm not strong enough to get this storyline added to it as well. He's back! I've missed you, Barry. I've missed you. Is it over? It's over, thank God. Oh, Bitsy Tulloch, I love your show. You have such a good show. That was genuinely painful. That was genuinely painful. That was one of the worst episodes of The Flash I've ever watched. That was so boring. That was just mind-numbingly dull. There was one bit in that episode where I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool, and that was the effect they had on Allegra when she got leveled up. The rest was just mind-numbingly dull. Iris wasn't in it once. I missed Iris. Barry was in 2 scenes, which was, the first scene was, hi, I'm leaving now. The next scene was, I'm back now. Why is this show called The Flash? Barry barely does anything. Please God, let this Godspeed arc be done. Like, if this Godspeed arc is bad, I'm going to lose all faith with the show. They better, please don't mess up the Godspeed arc. Please don't mess up Bart Allen. I've got faith in them they're going to do this stuff right, because they usually do speedster stuff right. So I'm really hoping they're not going to mess it up, because I'm not going to stop pushing the show because I've watched the 7 seasons, but it's getting close. It's getting close. I think, we just ride out the rest of this season. Hopefully the Godspeed arc is good and we can say, hey, the back half of the season was actually pretty good. No matter how terrible the first half was. And then we do season 8 Killbot Blue, we do season 9 Fawn, and then we end the show. Because I'm watching it now and I'm like, they don't have many ideas left. It's just like, the other episodes I watched this season, I try and say, I don't want to hate on the show too much. I want to try and say something positive. This episode, I don't care. I'm just going to hate on it. It was so bad. It was boring. It was dull. I didn't care about any of the characters in it. I don't care about Ultraviolet. I don't think there's a single person who does. You're watching it, it's just doing the redemption thing again. And then it's just, Ultraviolet's just a murderer. And they have one conversation with these murderers, and all of a sudden they're like, I'm going to leave now. I'm healed. Chester, I just don't care. Like, he's fun to watch sometimes, but I don't need him to be the focal point of an episode. I don't need Allegra to be the focal point of an episode. I just don't care about them. I tolerate them. I want Barry, I want Iris. I can't even say I want Caitlin anymore, because honestly, I'm talking about Caitlin here. I'm not talking about Frost. I'm talking about Caitlin. The character of Caitlin Snow. When was the last time she was genuinely useful? Like, since season 3, it's just been Frost. Like, Caitlin is now reduced to, I will stand by a computer screen and read this off a computer screen. That's all she does. Like, she annoys me sometimes now, and I don't want to be annoyed by Caitlin, because she's one of the OG Team Flash. And sometimes I watch it, I'm just like, Caitlin, please shut up. I like Frost. Caitlin, no. I made a huge mistake today, which is that I watched Superman and Lois first. Because I was thinking, I don't have a ton of time to do Loki, Flash, and Superman and Lois. So I was like, I'll have to do one later on. So it's like, I'll just do Flash later on. That was a mistake. Because I had to watch an amazing episode of Superman and Lois. Like, absolutely amazing. And then I come and watch this show, and I'm like, this is so bad. How do we get to this point? Like, season 1 and season 1 should be the worst season of your show. It should be, we're trying to figure out what the show is. We're trying things. Season 1 should be your weakest season. People should not look back at season 1 and go, oh man, season 1 was the best season. That should not be what happens with your show. That is a bad thing to happen with your show. When I'm sat here and watching an episode, I'm like, man, do you remember season 1 and 2? Boy, I miss those days. Like, season 1 and 2, they had the leather suit. Like, they didn't have the suit they've got. Like, now, as a show goes on, a show gets bigger budget. It should get better suits. And yeah, I just miss season 1 and 2. Even back then, they couldn't reference a lot of DC characters. They didn't have big DC characters back then. Like, they weren't allowed to think about mentioning Superman or Batman. but just the writing of the Flash was so much better then that I just miss those times. Thank God for Superman and Lois. Thank God for Superman. Like Legends of Tomorrow, I love watching it. It's a fun show to watch, and the last few episodes have been pretty actually just back to season 3 tone, which is good. So I'm liking what Legends is at the minute. If it keeps it up, then this will be a very good season, I think, for Legends, because they're back to a season 3 tone. But just because of what the kind of show Legends is never going to be my favourite show. Just because, and I don't think they expect it to be, because it's not a show where you want to take it super seriously. Like Superman and Lois, that's just the show right now. That's my favourite Superman content I've ever gotten. It's just, if you ask me, it's my personal favourite live action thing DC's doing at the minute. And the fact it airs the same day as Flash, it just makes Flash look so much worse. And now Superman and Lois is going on break, and for the next, it's coming back July 13th, so what's that going to be? 3 weeks, I think. Next 3 weeks, it's just Flash only on Wednesdays, and my God, is it going to be painful. Because I've got to watch Flash, and I don't even have the added bonus of having Superman and Lois to watch. And then just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, we get to the end of the episode, and all of a sudden Kramer asks Joe for help, and now we're getting the whole storyline with Kramer about her backstory and her past. I'm going to delve into that, and I do not care. I don't want to watch that. I don't care about the storyline. I want Godspeed. I want Bart Allen. I want them to do Flash stuff. I could not care less about Kristen Kramer. I could not care less. I want her gone from the show, and yet we're just getting more of her. I could not care less about this Ultraviolet storyline, and she keeps coming back, and we're going to see her again. Do I want to see her again? No. Are we going to? Unfortunately, yes. I just want the Flash to be about the Flash, and that's when we're going to end this video. Like, that's what I'm going to say. I just want the Flash to be about the Flash. If you somehow like this video, because God knows I did not enjoy making it, because that was a terrible episode to watch, then leave a like, subscribe. Unfortunately, I'll see you later with another episode of The Flash.